we're talking about the Super Bowl of comedy that you guys are about to embark on in about a little less than a year. What the hell?
I know. I'm trying to take it in right now. It's nuts. I play the Forum, and then as I'm pulling in, it's like
it's the big brother.
It's dwarfing the Forum. You're like, what?
You could fit like 3 forums into that.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the conversation like? How did this happen? Tell the fans, like, what transpired for you guys who have obviously been pals forever, deciding to do the biggest comedy show?
We've been friends for a while, and one thing that we like to do a lot is we'll crash each other's shows. If he's performing at the Forum and he's like, I come by, or if I'm at Honda Center, he'll come by. And I think every time that we crash each other's shows, we see the reaction of the fans, and people get excited, like, what? And the more we do that, the more we realize we have a lot of the same fans. And it's like, is there a conversation? Do you want, we've always wanted to do shows together. It's just like trying to make it make sense.
Let's stop right there. I always wanted to do a show with him, and it was him that was like, hey, let's do SoFi. I'm like, wait a minute, can we just start small?
Can we go to the Laugh Factory?
Yeah.
Can we do the Ice House?
Yeah, man. Let's just do another Forum together. He's like, yeah. You mean SoFi? So this is him. This is his brainchild. So I love it. It took someone like Gabe to come up with something this big, and to inspire me to do it, because this guy does stuff like that.
I'll tell you, one of the shows that Joe was doing, they asked me to present a plaque. They gave him a plaque because he had 6 sold out shows, and I'm like, 6 sold. Dude, this is getting boring. Dude, challenge yourself. This is clearly going to be 9 sold out shows.
Yeah.
Can we try to do something different? And so on stage next door, we got this thing like, hey, dude, you want to do a show together? We're like, all right, how about we take this across the street? And people are like, no. And I think it needed to be said out loud for us to actually make it real, make it feel like this is something that can happen. Because, I mean, theoretically, mathematically, we should be 5. There should be 5 of these, like Tay-Tay.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But it's that crossing of the fan base and making sure that this gels well and that we feel good doing it.
Yeah.
And so I think we're both in a great place where something like this should happen. It needs to happen for LA, for the fans.
Yeah.
It's a big moment for comedy too. I mean, to be showcased in something like this, what does that feel like to just be able to say you are taking comedy up to that level?
This is where the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Hey, this is where WrestleMania was.
Oh, this is where WrestleMania was here.
Forget the Super Bowl. WrestleMania, dude.
Man.
I don't know what the plan is going to be to play to the cheap seats, because that's like a hard, you're going to figure out a way to...
Oh, no, we have already figured... That was the first thing that we discussed. That was like the very first thing that we talked about was, what about the fans in section... I don't even know what section that is, 600.
Yeah.
And we're going above and beyond for them. So we're going to make sure that they can hear, see everything. We're going to go big. Everything's going to be big, not just the building. Everything. We're going big on everything.
I think that anytime you do an arena, that's always the first thought is everyone going to be able to enjoy the experience?
Yeah.
And I think you bring in the right production, the right sound, the right lighting, spare no expense on that one, and make sure that every single seat is a good seat. And you just magnify that. So, okay, you do the math. The screens are this big for an arena. The screens are this big for a stadium.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt that everyone's going to see and hear everything clearly.
Yeah, we're going to mic everything too. We're going to have mics everywhere. That was like my biggest concern. It's just like, let's make sure we capture everything and make sure everyone sees us, most importantly. Because this thing's massive. It's nuts.
I've seen at least 10 shows here.
I've seen 3.
Okay.
Yeah, they're it's crazy. I saw Green Day here. I saw Journey here. And
we were together for that one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Journey, Def Leppard, and Steve Miller Band.
You guys have a lot of concerts together.
Yeah.
And then of course WrestleMania and Tay-Tay. I came to see Tay-Tay here, so I said for one day the 2 of us will be Taylor Swift.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll put our name next to hers if they're in the back in the aisle.
That's nuts, man. That's crazy. To think that we get to write our name on the wall. I mean, it's cool over at the Forum. But now we're going to do it over here.
I think it's very surreal, but I think even the Forum was surreal at one point. Mm-hmm. It's like we're still on this upswing, and it's like, what do we got to do to challenge ourselves?
Yeah.
Coachella was always a conversation, but the more I think about it, the more I'm glad that never happened, because it would be an uncomfortable experience for the fans. We want to make it something awesome for the fans, something that they get excited about, something that they get behind. And I think every time we go out to eat, people just lose it. You know, they're like, what? It's almost like, really? They're hanging out?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We're saying it's one night only, but if this thing just blows up, it's like, all right,
Yeah, this can be an event.
who knows?
Yeah.
It's
But-
gonna be sick.
Hey, the fact that the Super Bowl is once a year, WrestleMania is once a year, it's going to be the biggest comedy show ever.
Yeah, just tailgate. Tailgate the show.
Yeah, get here at 3.
Get here at 3. We're gonna
Park in the lake.
Grab your canoe. We're at SoFi.
It's cool to see this is like, you guys being friends, an extension of that, like doing a show like this. And even bonding over things like, you both have had like crazy plane issues lately,
Yeah, that was crazy.
We were talking about that. I think he wins. He had fire.
Yeah,
I didn't have fire.
Yeah, but
I had
you
crash.
saw what happened to his plane, right?
Oh yeah, well,
Beside
the crazy
runway.
landing, yeah.
That's nuts. So that's eye opening right there, man.
Yeah.
I was going through all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
in my head, and I didn't. And the thing is, I had my family with me, so I'm trying to act, like the
You gotta be
dad.
strong.
I had to be strong, but inside I was like, oh my god, we're gonna crash. So that was eye opening, and when we landed, I made sure to call everybody and
Yeah.
tell them I love them, and yeah, that's.
But then once you make it to the ground, like how does the rest of your day, like nothing can ruin your mood, right?
Yeah,
Because you're like, I'm alive.
Yeah, that's
I'm
so
alive.
true.
I feel good.
Yeah,
Woo! All
that's
right.
exactly how we were. When we landed, it was like a new life was handed to us, man. We had sushi. I hate to say it, we got drunk in Japan. We weren't even supposed to be in Japan, but I'm like, I deserve this sake. I'm doing sake bombs with my son in Japan. I'm like, let's celebrate. We're alive.
And now you guys are sitting here making history, so it's pretty great,
It's crazy. If I say that's crazy a million times, I don't care, because this is crazy.
It's gonna be a drinking game.
This is-
Right?
yeah,
Like,
it is.
how many times did Joe say crazy?
Yeah, yeah.
Line them up.
I keep looking at it, Gabe. It's nuts.
Is there some areas of your comedy that you're looking forward to sharing with fans or talking about some experiences in life that, definitely everyone's going to be cracking up about or whatever?
This is just a new life for me. My son's older now. Everything's just different now.
Yeah.
So it's just more maturing, getting older,
Yeah.
talking about getting older.
Yeah.
That's about what I'm bringing. You know what I mean? This is the whole new hour. So
Yeah.
There's probably 60 years of comedy, and the two of us.
that's nuts.
Yeah,
I
that's
started
right.
in '89. I started in '89. I was doing open mics in '89. That's nuts. What is that?
When
now?
was the first show you guys
35 years?
did together? Do you remember, like around when you started performing together at shows?
Oh my God! I mean, he was already blowing up. That's the thing. This dude blew up so, fast, man. It was crazy to see it. But I was at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah,
Laugh
that was Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Jamie's gonna take credit right now. Play this reel.
Yeah.
The two of them started together at my club.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
It was my brainchild, buddy. Put Fluffy, Jo Koy together, same stage, buddy. But yeah, seeing him pull up in Hummers and I got this Honda Prelude with a broken taillight.
I went through my rapper phase. I did. I showed up. It was stupid.
Hummers.
I went from having no money to all of a sudden
all the money.
So I'm telling right now, a friend of mine, Alfred Robles, who's going through that. He's going through this transition of hey dude, what's up? Hello 1%.
Yeah.
Because he's just out there buying stuff, and I'm
I
like,
love
I don't want to tell him nothing because I did the same thing.
Yeah, he had a Hummer with a big TV screen that you're supposed to have at your house. It was in his back seat with a PlayStation, and I'm in my Honda with a broken taillight. I'm like, this guy's crushing it right now. He's like, hey, how much time do I get? I'm like, I guess all the time.
Yeah, right.
This is going to be so big for the fans. It really is. It's
Yeah.
one of those things that I remember coming up and seeing all these comedy shows back in the day where you'd see two comics together or three or an ensemble, and you're like, man, you're getting so much.
Yeah.
And I think the value of coming to one show and getting two full shows, because it's not like Joe's going to do 20 minutes and I'm going to do 20 minutes and then oh, wow, that's it. No, this is probably going to be like a 4-hour show. You do the math, the way we work, it's probably going to be like a 4-hour show. Plus we'll have guests.
Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna probably interrupt his act, and he's gonna interrupt mine. We're gonna do something together. Then we're gonna have our special guest. It's gonna be nuts, man. But those are secrets.
Yes.
You have to come to the show to see that.
And I have already been given the heads up that there will be a curfew, so I've learned my lesson.
Yeah,
I've gone over in the past, and it did not end well.
Yeah.
So I will make sure that I mind my P's and Q's and stick to my time.
He broke the record at Dodger Stadium. I don't know if you guys know this.
For fines.
For
fines.
For fines.
I know, you're like,
and minutes on stage.
Like at bats? Home runs? No, fines. Fines.
Yeah.
I'm the reason the Dodgers could afford Ohtani this year. They
That's so true.
go to the Fluffy Fund.